Mer Babes, and welcome back to another episode. This one we are going to be cooking up something special for dinner. I believe we're going to actually have this for dinner for ourselves tonight, but if you are looking to meal prep this, what we have is 20 ounces of salmon. You can either do 5 servings and make it into 4-ounce dishes, or you could do 4 servings, which is what we're doing, and making them into 5-ounce dishes. So since we have 4 of us eating, we're going to be eating these 4 fillets, and I'm going to have my mom help out with starting the asparagus. So this is my mom, Patricia.
Hi.
I'm here visiting her in her kitchen, and we've already had a few accidents and some drama earlier today, but we're surviving. So I'm gonna have her help with the cutting part and explain a little bit more of what's going on here.
Okay, how about I switch with
So while she's rinsing this out, she's gonna cut the asparagus in half. I'm gonna explain a couple other things that we have. We've already zested a lemon for our other dish that we created earlier. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna zest a lime. I actually like lime rice. I think it tastes really good. So we'll zest the lime for that, squeeze some juice in there, but we'll use the lemon slices for the salmon still. So we have 200 grams of uncooked jasmine rice. You can use basmati as well. About a tablespoon of minced garlic, 20 milliliters of butter. Yeah, that in half is perfect.
Okay.
And then some salt and pepper to flavor. I've got about 400 grams of water to put into the pot with the jasmine rice. And then we have our salmon fillets. The only thing that I'm missing are the limes. So I have those here, and we'll go ahead and zest them up, squeeze the lime juice, and use that for our basmati or jasmine rice. So that was quick, but you know, we did forget something, Mom.
what's that? Just break the bottom.
I like asparagus, but I think the oven will like it more without the stuff sprayed on there. So you can use any type of cooking spray. I'm just using what my mom has in her kitchen. Okay.
Is that good?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
So I'm just gonna take them and line them up nice and pretty.
No.
And then I like to season them with salt and pepper after, and then just make sure that nothing's like double layered. You wanna make sure that they're all nice and flat and laid out. So I just like to coat this on top as well, just to give it a little sizzle. And then some salt and pepper.
Okay.
I think that'll be perfect.
And I think the oven is
Already ready to go. I love you.
in the oven.
Yeah, okay, so now we're gonna put these in the oven, and we'll go ahead and show you just 45 minutes, probably on average, 40 to 45 minutes. Again, the oven is preheated to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, which I believe is 204 degrees Celsius. Okay, so we have the 400 grams of water in here. Do you like this to cook first, or do you like to put the water or the rice straight into it?
No, you should let the water boil and then add the rice.
Okay.
Okay.
So go ahead and put that in there. We'll add in our rice. And then what I like to do is add in,
Medium.
yeah, we'll heat it to medium. We're gonna add a little bit more of the water, probably another 100 grams of water once the rice has started cooking. It's to each their own and how they like the texture, but for me, I have a feeling that we're gonna probably wanna add a little bit more rice to it. Water to it. So,
Okay.
alrighty, we'll do that.
Okay, here we're gonna slice a couple of lemons just for the flavoring of the salmon and also for a little bit of the garnish. And we might use a little bit of lime as well.
How cute is my mom, you guys? Perfect. All right, so the first bit of water is already cooking. It's pretty warm now. I'm gonna add in the 200 grams of rice. So I'm gonna top this off. It's on a medium heat right now. It's cooking for about 10 minutes. I'm gonna set the timer on here. So just keep an eye on it. I would say that we probably started the asparagus about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So about 3:10 we'll pull it out. But the rice is cooking right now. We're gonna get ready for the salmon. The salmon needs the 20 milliliters of butter. So I think this is already nice and warm. We're gonna put it onto a medium heat so we can add them. Woo. And then mom's handing over the butter while she's cutting up the lemon slices. And then you can use like a spatula or a spoon, or for me, whatever I have left on my fingers, to just add this in here. So melt the butter in all the way. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put the salmon fillets on here. I like the skin on. It's up to the person if they wanna take the skin off, but I like skin on. So we're just gonna add the fillets of this, and then we'll let these cook. So I like for the skin to turn like a nice golden brown on the bottom, and then that'll give me a cue to turn it over to the other side and flip it. I'm gonna actually put the minced garlic onto the salmon now. And then, Mom, will you help me put some salt and pepper on these fillets as well?
That garlic is steaming my first finger.
So Mom has a gas stove. It's a little bit different than electric, which means to me that this heats up pretty quickly. That being said, I would turn this down for us, but if you're using an electric stove, you probably want to keep it on medium heat. However, this is getting hot pretty quick.
When do we end it?
So I would say let's do it now.
We're gonna add the lemon to the salmon just so it adds flavor as it's cooking.
Perfect.
I would just say layer a couple onto every piece of salmon. Then we'll save the leftovers for garnish.
And then I would suggest as a little trick is maybe even putting the spatula on top of the salmon as you flip it over, and then that way you can keep the lemons on the bottom to still flavor and cook from underneath. And they're starting to color already. You can tell by the way that the brown is edging right here. So I would suggest maybe 1 or 2 more minutes, and then we can flip it over to the other side, maybe 2 to 3.
Yes.
Yeah, 2 to 3 minutes.
Here we're zesting lime just to add extra flavor to the salmon. And zest goes a long ways. It's very, you just need very little. It's very strong. And so I am going to go ahead and zest all of it, and then we'll just have it for flavoring as need be. We're adding this to the rice.
Perfect.
Okay, the salmon looks to be just about ready to be flipped here. So
All right, so this has taken about 10 minutes so far to cook through. What I'm gonna do is add in just, and you know what? I'm gonna add just 200. Why not? Let's just add in a lot bit. What we're gonna do is we're gonna add in the zest of lime. Cool. Okay, so we're gonna squeeze in the lime juice. Okay, so the rice is gonna cook in here. You have your sea salt over there. Mom's gonna add a little bit of salt. Okay, that's good. And we're just gonna stir this in. Make sure that all the rice from the edges is scooped and pushed down into this, so that way it can cook all the way through. Top it off. And then we're just gonna finish cooking this for another 10 minutes or so.
Oh, yummy. Beautiful. All right. Yeah. What happened, Mom?
normally I saute them.
Yeah, but when you bake asparagus, they will shrink smaller.
Yeah, the liquid goes all out of it. They look delicious.
Perfect. So we're gonna plate the asparagus, plate the salmon and the rice, and show you what that looks like. But this is how we're serving up dinner tonight for our family.
Oh, this smells delicious. This is the lime rice. It's going to be served with the salmon.
You can see the zest of lime in it.
This is the salmon that is cooked. Now we're going to plate it.
Oh, wow.
Looks delicious. Smells delicious. This is enough for 4 people.
And there you have it, folks.
Dinner is served.